Okay, hello and welcome. This is Persbeth Fan 101 here. If you haven't watched my first video on the Son of Neptune details slash spoilers, go ahead and watch that. This is some more details coming from my notes. First off, let's start off with Hazel's background, a little bit more in detail with Pluto and Nico. First off, they visit the shrine of Pluto, and Nico just happens to be there. Apparently, Nico is actually traveling between Camp Half Blood and Camp Jupiter. Um, yeah, Hazel. Nico found Hazel in the underworld. She helped raise the eldest giant. Can't remember his name, but I spoke a little bit about that in my last video. And he doesn't, and he's impossible to kill in his homeland, which thanks to Hazel's mother, and Hazel is now in Alaska, which is the land beyond the gods. Let's see here, and Nico was in the underworld, and he sought to bring his sister Bianca back from the dead, and because she was in Elysium, and she had already chose to be reborn into a new life. She chose to be reborn. And Hazel was in the fields of Asphodel, and he found her and said that she was his sister, and said to come with him because Thanatos, I believe is how you say it, the god of death. He's gone missing, so he can bring anybody he wants back from the dead. Fake's back. Now we're gonna go to Frank's background with Mars and Poseidon. Frank's one of Frank's eldest what's his name of it? Eldest ancestors was an Argonaut, which goes back to Jason's original ship, the Argo. Okay, and basically with him, he got a gift from Poseidon, which gave him the ability to shapeshift. I think I already mentioned that in the other video. Anyway, so yeah, and apparently he's fought like a swarm of bees because with the shape shifting, if you see the animal and you know it well, that's what you can change into. But only the animals that you've seen, or mammals, or fish, or whatever. All right, and then there is his background with Mars, who is his father. All right, so they Frank has just gotten the was has just breached the fortress in Camp Jupiter because they were playing war games or whatever, and he was the first to breach the wall. And then Mars shows up, warning them about a quest to go to Alaska. Okay, after he warns them about going to Alaska, Mars says that Frank needs a real man's weapon. So he tosses him an oversized M16, which Frank thinks he's going to get crushed by a massive M16, amazingly. But in midair, it changes into a smaller and thinner shaft, which becomes a spear with a dragon's tooth. And then he remembers that when a dragon's tooth goes beneath there, something magical is supposed to happen. So a Spartus shows up. Is what Spartus skeleton comes up from the earth when he's in a battle with some basilisks, and kills them. And then again with the ogres that show up, the cannibals. Um, yes, another bit of background information for Frank would be uh, the fact that his mom has warned him about how he could be anything he wanted to be. And his mom died was a Canadian in the Canadian military stationed in Iraq. She saved some soldiers. She didn't make it out. Now then there's Percy's background with Annabeth. This is just a recap, really. You know, I don't even have to recap. You can just go watch other videos, actually. And then there is actually Percy's dreams. He he dreamed about stuff from the first book. How the Argo 2, for instance, how he's building that, how Leo, Piper, and Jason are building that. Jason has gone missing. Reyna wants Percy to become the second Preater. Lots of other stuff happened. Then there's the big battle with the two giants. Um, Percy uh, Percy disappears in the first battle with Alonius. I still can't pronounce his name. Anyway, so he defeat so I can't get So I can't remember their names. God help me. Hazel and Frank. They kill the first giant, and then Percy shoves has is fighting with a personal hurricane, defeats the Roman soldiers that are opposing them. Then there's the second battle with Polybots, or however the hell you say his name. He's the bane of Neptune. And basically his touch his touch turns water to poison. He they can only be killed by a god and demigod working together, you know. So he gets the border guard Tim. Anyway, that border guard to help him kill. They kill him, and then he's raised on a shield and reclaimed Praetor. All right, thank you for your time, and have a good day. You know, whatever. All right, catch you later. See ya. Yeah, that's right. I went off. That's right. I went a little farther.